Today, we're going to talk about how I plan my content while working a full time job and building my coaching business on the side. All right, bestie, let's talk about how content planning when you are juggling a full time job and trying to grow your coaching business. Because I've been there, like posting 7 a.m. before I clock into work and replying comments during my lunch break and filming a reel inside my car, that kind of life. But let me tell you what helped me not just to keep up, but actually grow my coaching business, finding the content rhythm that works for me, my personality, and also my real messy full schedule life. Here's exactly how I did it. Step number one is working backward. I know that word sounds really weird. Explain more, Michelle. So first thing what I learned is that you can't just make content and hoping that it's going to land, it's going to stick. You need to start with the goal. And just like in our life, we start with the life goal or year goal and monthly goal. Same thing with your content planning. You wanted to ask yourself, what am I actually selling and focusing on this month? Is it a one-on-one coaching, a new course, or do I just want to grow my Instagram or get more people onto my email list? When you get clear on that first, planning what to post gets so much easier because then you know you have a destination to go to bring more people to your Instagram or to your social media account or into your coaching program. It's like having a GPS on. We got direction. Let's go. Step number two is once you have that goal identified, exactly what you want to do for this month or maybe even this quarter, the second step is to categorize your content into, I like to call it, three types of category. I keep it super simple because there's a lot of different strategies that you can follow out there, but essentially it comes down to these three categories of content that you can create as a coach. And I gave it an acronym called I.C.E. or simply ICE. Our intention here is to break the ice with our audience so that they get familiar of who we are, what we do, and hopefully if they see something that they like, they're more likely to click on that book a call button with you, to sign up with you, or whatever that they see the value in having you in their life. So these are the three types of categories that you want to consider once you have your goal for that particular month. I stands for inspiration, and these include inspirational stories, whether it's coming from you about your struggle, or maybe it's your client's inspiration or testimonial story. These are all fall into that category of inspiration. The second category that you can create is C stands for conversion, meaning there's an action behind what you share and what you post. And these are typically more of a promotional type of content that you're going to create. It could be talking about your offer. It could be sharing your client win again. Or maybe it's behind the scene of how you create a course, or how does the course going to help your potential client to overcome what they're struggling with. So these are direct promotional type of content that you'll be creating in your content planning. E stands for education, and these are pretty straightforward. They're tips, how to overcome something, or steps that people need to take in order to achieve the result. When you create content that falls under one of each category, it helps to break the ice between you and your people and also ensure that your content is not just floating in the air. And instead of thinking that you're just creating content out there, it's actually driving the traffic to a coaching program or sign up. Step number three is to schedule these posts in a way that works for you. So you want to open up your calendar and look at exactly what feels reasonable, what feels right for your busy schedule. You do not need to post every single day, and you do not need to glue to your phone in order to post these and creating these content. Personally, I like to plan week to week using my metric tool because it lets me to stay flexible, and it also gives me some peace knowing that I have content that's going out on a daily basis. So what you're looking at here essentially is my monthly content planning where I schedule these content out. I do have an affiliate link that you can use down below if you're looking for a scheduling app to help you to organize all your social media content. The reason why I like planning week to week is if something big is happening in the coaching world or life throws me a curveball and I am not stuck into creating a month of content that I cannot use. So I do like that flexibility of having to plan week to week in order to stay fresh. And honestly, my personality, I just can't batch content for a month ahead. I tried it and it totally stressed me out because I have to pump out a month worth of content. And so I would much rather going this day by day or week by week. Just feels more human. Moving on to step number 4. Once I decided my goal for the month and the categories I'm going to focus on, and plus I know exactly how often and how frequently I'm going to post, the next step, which is step number 4, is you want to consider your format. Before I write anything, I would decide what type of post is it going to be. Is it going to be a reel? Is it going to be a static post? Or is it going to be a carousel? Once I know how I am showing up, then I can focus on writing the content that fits that particular format. And this saves me so much time and energy trying to figure out what to create in the moment. Next step is step number 5, to actually sit down and creating the content. Saturday is my content planning day, so what I do is I sit myself down, grab coffee, light up a candle, and putting a playlist on, and so I can just focusing on writing the caption. And that is it. I don't worry about graphic or videos yet. I just want to write down the words. Because if I try to write and design and film all in one sitting, my brain is going to go short circuit. So the tip I have for you is to stay within your zone. Let's say you're doing a particular task, stay within that task, and once you complete the task, then you go on to the next task. It helps your brain to compartmentalize so your train of thought is not broken and you have a rhythm to follow. Step number 6 is to create graphic and video. Once I have all the words written down, then I can turn them into the visual. It could be a carousel, it could be a talking head video, and maybe a little bit of both if I'm feeling extra, and I can have a little extra content for that particular day or for that particular week. That way, I'm making the most out of just the one idea without having to constantly coming up with the new stuff. So here's a pro tip: if your schedule is really tight and you only have a short window of opportunity to create your content and you don't really have the time to sit down, and once you do sit down, you're probably overwhelmed and stressed out, and that will eliminate your creativity. So what I would suggest is you create theme days where your writing day is just for writing day. Your design day is all for design day. This way you stay more in the flow, even within that short window of opportunity, and content creation does not feel like such a grind. So that is the exact process I use to keep my business growing while I am still working a full-time job. And honestly, I still use the same rhythm right now because it works. This is exactly what I teach inside the Profitable Coach Formula. If you want to learn more about how to plan content that actually bring in and attract clients without the burnout, go to my Instagram, Elevate Life Coach, and DM me the word formula on Instagram, and I'll send you the detail. All right, coach. So here's your assignment for this week. If you want to start boosting your engagement and actually seeing the result from all the stuff that you created, pick one I.C.E. category: inspiration, conversion, or education, and post one piece of the content using the theme. And here's a little tiny twist. I want you to end it with a question. Something like, have you ever felt this too? Or would you try these strategies in your business? Because that simple question is going to invite your reply, your comments, and creating a connection, not just you sending out a post into the social media world and hoping that it's going to work for you. I want you to start getting your content to work for you and not sitting there looking just pretty and nice to read. Once you do that, then I want you to come back here and take a screenshot of what you have posted and share it and comment down below so I can cheer you on. Or simply come and join us inside the Speak to Attract community on Facebook so that we can continue this conversation. Until then, keep coaching, keep shining, and I will see you in the next video.